Hey guys, welcome to the Galaxy CDs Rocks and Flips YouTube channel. My name is Ryan, and we are back here in the Bat Cave, even rocking the right shirt for it today. I am a full-time reseller working out of my home here in the greater Cincinnati area, and this channel is kind of all about my journey as a reseller, things I'm doing, things I'm seeing, things I'm learning. Today's video is going to be just a quick haul video. Estate sales sorta kicked back off in Ohio this weekend. And I'd be curious, let me know in comments if you're in an area that sales have started back up and if you were able to find anything decent. Like I said, really limited number of sales available this weekend, but it was definitely nice to be able to get back out there, see some of those sellers, kind of get back in the groove of doing a little treasure hunting. So that was good. I didn't score nearly as much stuff as I was hoping, but I did get some good finds, and we'll go over those in a minute. I'd also be curious what you found in terms of how the sales were being run. Now, the sales that I attended, all of the ads indicated that they wanted people to wear masks. One indicated even that they preferred that people wear gloves, which I'm not necessarily sold on the gloves thing. I think hand sanitizer on the way in and on the way out is probably a better plan than gloves. And I didn't see anybody wearing gloves the entire time I was out. And all of them indicated they were going to do some sort of customer control. They weren't just going to let people come and go as they wanted. They were going to either have a sign-in sheet or hand out numbers. What I found was that none of the sales were requiring masks, and it was probably 50-50 at best of who was actually wearing masks. Like I said, I didn't see anybody wearing gloves, and only one of the three sales that I attended actually had any kind of crowd control going on. They were handing out numbers. The other two, it was essentially a free-for-all. So I'm curious what you found, if sales have started to ramp back up in your area. What kind of things are you running into? Are they controlling the flow of people through the sales? Are they mandating masks, or are they optional? And what are you seeing in terms of, are people actually wearing masks and or gloves? As we roll through kind of reopening the economy, different states and different regions of the country are in kind of different places, and I'd be really curious what you're seeing where you're at. So let's look at a couple of the items from my haul. I'm not going to show you everything because they're not all winners. But first up, I have this old book on the economic theories of John Maynard Keynes. Control Your Excitement. I know if you want this, it's available now. The listing is up. Feel free to make your purchase right now. I don't expect that this is going to be a real popular seller, but it did. The comps are 30 to 50 bucks on it, and I was able to pick it up for 50 cents. So I listed it for $39.99 or best offer, and I think it might be one of those kind of long tail items that I've talked about in some of my previous videos, that it may sit on my shelf for a bit, but I think it will probably be a fairly profitable item when all is said and done. The second one, this is an even better potential book flip. This is a book about Edgar Allan Poe from 1910. This book is in really, really good shape for a book of that age, and it is also really, really scarce. There were only two others listed on eBay, and based on the limited pictures of those listings, neither one of them is in anywhere near the condition that this book is in. This is another one that I was able to pick up for 50 cents, and the current listing prices on these are $65 plus. So I threw this one up there for $64.99 plus shipping. I do have a best offer available on it, though I set the best offer fairly high. I think I've got it at 50 bucks because since there's only a handful of them and I'm already the cheapest one, I don't want to be messing around with offers for, $30. Let's be real here and see what we get. I probably won't leave it at that price forever, but given the scarcity of it, I think it's worth at least throwing it out there to see what I can get. Obviously, $64.99 on a 50-cent investment would be a very, very nice flip. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that one does. Old advertising brochures of any kind can be pretty decent, but particularly old car brochures. As I was checking out at the counter of this one sale, there was a stack of 7 1970s era General Motors full line brochures. They had a little sign up. They were asking $3 a piece for them, which is way more than you'd want to pay for something like this. But I asked the kid as I was paying for my other stuff what he would take for the whole stack. It's the last day of the sale. It was fairly late in the day. He said $5. So what should have been $21 turned into $5. So I went ahead and picked them up. Comps on these appear to be anywhere from $6 to about $12 a piece. Of the 7, there was one that there were triplicates of. So there were 3 copies of the one issue and then the 4 others. So I put 2 of them up individually for I think $10 plus shipping. And then I built a lot that you see here for $34.99 plus shipping. That includes the other 5. I own them for next to nothing. If I sell the lot of 5 for the $35 plus shipping, I've got $3.50 in the lot. So it's not a home run, but that's a nice little flip for a $5 investment. Next up is an even smaller one, literally a vintage Sony AM/FM Walkman. These don't bring big money, but they're just cool items to have in your inventory, and they're fairly easy to test. You throw a couple batteries in it, throw your earbuds on it, and make sure it works. They sell for $12, $13, $15, sometimes more. I've had the Sport cassette Walkmans bring $20, $30, $40 in the past. So those are ones to be on the lookout for. Those actually command pretty decent money. This one's only $12.99 with free shipping, looking at the comps. But again, I was able to pick it up for 50 cents. So there'll be a little money to be made there. And like I said, it's a cool item to have in your inventory. And you can usually pick them up dirt cheap. Sticking with Sony, this last item is a vintage Sony component CD player. So it's a home audio rack style CD player. Not a ton of these out there. I think there's only one other one listed right now. Comps on these were running anywhere from about $30 all the way up to one new in a box that sold for $130. So pretty wide range. The only other one currently listed was listed for $39.99, and like mine, does not have a remote, but is in really bad shape. Dents on the top, tons of scratches on it. So mine is almost mint condition other than it's missing the remote. So I listed it at $49.99. I own it for $3. So again, not huge money. This isn't hundreds of dollars, but if I'm able to turn $3 into a $50 sale plus shipping, that's the kind of profit that you would take day in and day out. So there were a handful of other items that I'm not going to show you because they're not that huge. A handful of books that I picked up dirt cheap that'll probably sell in that $10 to $12 range. There was a puzzle, an old Catholic puzzle of some sort that I think will bring maybe $20 that I got $2 in. So there were a few odds and ends. All in, I spent less than $20 total at 3 sales. And at retail, the listing value, once I have everything up, is going to be over $350. I was hoping to do a little more than that. I had all my tubs in the SUV. I was really ready to load up this weekend, and I just didn't really see anything fantastic. So this wasn't a huge weekend in the haul area, but it's going to be profitable with less than $20 invested. You know, I sell that CD player or one of those books that I showed you. I've made my money back and I'm in the green. So it's all good. Like I said, it was nice to get back out there. I'd be curious if you were able to get out there. What did you find? How were your sales? Did you pick up any great scores? Please feel free to share them down in the comments below. So if this kind of thing is rocks your world, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button for me. It lets YouTube know that this was good content and that you enjoyed it. And while you're at it, click that subscribe button and whack that bell notification icon so that you get a notification each time I put up a new video. Doing a couple of these a week. Would love to have you join us. And again, please share in the comments, what's going on in your world. I don't want this to just be all about what I'm doing here in the galaxy. So let me know how you're doing. I hope you're staying safe with the reopening of the economy. And with that, it's time to sell. Thanks, guys.